Sup, dudes? Wow, I am not. I don't know. I don't feel prepared for this one. You thought I wasn't prepared for the last one, guys. I'm not ready. But wow, this is a big stretch here, guys. This is two back to back. Okay, 2 episodes back to back. The Smith plays, we're on that single lifestyle win. I don't know what it is, man, but I was like, I was just streaming. I streamed for 45 minutes, which I'm kind of mad because twice in the last week or so, I've only done 30-minute streams. Wasn't he just streaming? Yeah, and it just didn't go well, man. I don't know. It just didn't go well. But hey, I don't know, man. It's just one of those things. I feel like I need to vent, but I'm gonna be honest. I've had a lot of recently, a lot of just support on the podcast, man. A lot of people, and not just you guys, like viewers and stuff, but even a lot of YouTubers being like, dude, I freaking I fuck with your podcast, and I'm like, damn, man. I don't know. I always just thought this was something that really wasn't that good, and it was just me being me. But I don't know, man. When I was in LA, I met a lot of fans, and the number one thing people asked me is it wasn't make more top 5s. It wasn't stream a certain amount more. It was always dude, you need to bring your podcast back because I fuck with the war. Okay, I fuck with the podcast. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's one of those things. I don't even know what makes it good, but some people like it. I think what it is, man. I think it's honesty. Okay. I think it's honesty. I think that's a big thing. I think honesty is hella important. I don't know. I know this. I met this girl, and she was telling me, she's like, "You're the most honest person I've ever met." And I was like, "Wow, that's kind of cool." But the thing is I was just so straight up about it. I was like, I met her, and I was just like, "Yeah, I'm into you. I dig you, right?" I don't know, man. Is being I'm mid tweeting. There we go. I'm tweeting once again just to get more people over here because normally what I do is I stream and then I do the podcast. So I didn't do that this time. Anyways, is being too honest a bad thing? I don't know. I really don't know, man. I really don't know if it's bad to be too honest. Because it's one of those things. I feel like I used, especially with girls in relationships and stuff, I don't know, man. I feel like for me, I'm not good at lying to people. And I'm not even good at holding back. But it depends on, the person, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm just, I feel like I'm almost too truthful of a person. You know what I mean? I'll just, if I'm close with someone, man, I will, tell I don't even care. I don't even care. I don't know. I guess that's good. I guess that's bad. Because on one side of things, it's I think being really honest with people is a really good way to totally establish a good and quickly establish a good connection with someone. If you just open yourself up, people really like that because I feel in this world it's so easy for people to be subject to is being too honest bad. I don't know, man. I just think there's so many people that are unhonest, and there's so much you know a girl and or a guy, and people are just very and all this kind of stuff, that kind of thing, you know what I mean, where you're just I don't really know what to think, what to make of this. I don't know. I just feel for me, I like when people are honest with me, and I think if you want to get honesty from someone, it starts with you. You know what I mean? If you wanna really get some truth out of someone, you can't just get truth. You have to give truth first, and it's like an investment, man. It's like an investment. But being truthful with people is it's really important. What if your honesty can hurt people? Honesty is the best policy. Honestly, man, I would way rather someone be honest with me and it hurt me. Man, I'm just I'm kind of caught up right now, dudes. I know this. Met this girl, and it's not a good situation at all. Did you break up with your girlfriend? I did break up with my girlfriend a couple weeks ago. But I was talking to this girl, and I was straight up. I was like, listen, like if you're not about this, just tell me, okay? I won't like it, but I'll handle it, you know. But the worst thing ever is when people lie to you. And like, I remember I know this girl, and like, it was just one of those things where like you just kept getting led on, you know, and you're like really into this girl, and like just nothing ever happens, and you just waste your time, you know, because like if there's honesty there, you wouldn't waste your time on that, man. You wouldn't waste your time on that. Don't believe in your dreams, Pat. I'd rather honesty. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's really hard for people to be honest. I really find honesty. It's hard. It's hard to have that, man. I've been lonely for 5 years, and it drives me crazy, man. I feel you, dude. I'm a mess, man. I am a mess since I broke up. It's really funny though. I don't even know, man. I don't even know like where am I at? But I'm just at like this weird. It's just, dude. I'm so weird when I get single, man. I was thinking about this, man. I've been thinking a lot lately, dudes, and this is why we're doing this podcast. Is because I gotta vent a little bit here. It's weird seeing Pat without the 1 mil. Oh, the 1 mil's right over here, man. It's just chilling in a different spot. I can move that back. But yeah, I don't know. Where was I going with? It's like, oh yeah. So yeah, bro, I talked about this all yesterday, last episode. I broke up with my girlfriend a few weeks ago, and I'm at this weird point in my life where my head has been like better. Like my concussion issues have basically pretty much 99% been solved. But then on top of that, I broke up with my girlfriend, and I'm going back to school. So like I said, say this before, but like my life is totally flipped upside down, man. And I don't know, man. I'm just at this weird point, and like I said, this is what I was gonna say is like for me, man. I feel like I value relationships too much, and it's not a good way to be. And like, okay, I dated a girl for 4.5 years, was single for 1.5 years, and then dated a girl for 1.5 years. So let's say 6 of the last 7.5 years I've been in a relationship, and I'm like, man, that's not good. Like I think I've been committed for too long, and I need to be single, but I don't like being single, dude. I really do kind of hate it. Really do kind of hate the life. In some ways I do, in some ways I don't. It's weird. Like I feel like I don't know, man. I don't know. Where am I at, dudes? Everyone loves you, man. That's like the thing, right? It's like I'm just weird, dude. I'm so weird, and I'm just I don't even the SmithSquad podcast. You need to lose that trait. Yeah, it's not a good trait to have, to like need to be dependent on someone else. I think I don't know, man. I really don't know where this whole podcast is going. I really just started it, and if you're happy, stay single. Yeah, like I don't know, man. This is my thing, okay? I love being single. Like I love being single because I love being independent, and like with YouTube especially, I love being able to just be like, I can do whatever I want. I can go wherever I want. If I want to go to the Z House for 6 months, I'll damn well go to the Z House for 6 months. I love that. You know what I mean? Get yourself a man as committed as Pat, dude. I seriously, like, I don't know, man. Yeah. Spent 2 years with a girl only to find out she didn't really love me and just left like that. Man, I kind of like, I talked about this yesterday, but like I kind of pulled that on my girlfriend. Like I totally was in the relationship, but then I wasn't, and then like just kind of left. And now I'm like, hey, what's up, single life? And I don't know, I just think for me it's like I'm more when I'm single, I'm every part of me comes out more. So I think like the better qualities of me comes out more, but the worst quality comes out more. And I don't know, I think for me, I'm just very like dependent on another person's admiration. Like that's YouTube in a nutshell. You think about it, like I know the reason I started YouTube was because I wanted people to like me, which is, dude, this is getting so deep so fast. But like I don't know, I think deep down every YouTuber kind of feels that way. Like you get a video with a ton of views and you're like, yeah. Like that's what it all started with, man. Is like, yeah, I liked making content, but it was more like I liked making content that got liked by people. You know what I mean? Like that was that was the start of YouTube, man. That was like the real start. Is I was just like, yo, I just want to make content that people like. I want people to like me. Okay, that's not a good trait, man. It's not a good trait, but it's taken me this far with YouTube. So it's one of those things. I don't know. People are Pat's being a self-therapist. Literally, dude. That's literally what this podcast is. I've been kind of fucked up lately, but that's the single life. It works because we love you. Aw, thank you, Kylie. So yeah, I don't know. For me right now, where am I at? Okay. I think this is part of a current situation, but it's not the full bit. But this is something I do want to talk about. Okay. I didn't want to talk about it last week, but I kind of want to talk about it this week. Met this chick in LA. Okay. Met this girl in LA. Really into her, and basically, like, I don't want to get too deep into it, man, but it's like really into this girl, and obviously I left LA, so it was like broke up with my girlfriend. I'd already known this girl, but like then like whatever, we kind of like whatever, and then it was just like 2 days later I left. Like we were like it was good, like we had a real connection, I would say. And that's the thing, like I don't know, man. I was like, anyways, I was really into this girl, and we've pretty much just been talking like straight since I left, which is cool. And it's just like it's a stupid situation, because I'm like, man, I wish I wasn't into this girl because she lives in LA. You know what I mean? And it's like I live in Canada. That's not easy. And it's like, okay, so I just, it's like, where do you go from there? Girl that I really like, think she's cool, but she lives in LA. Like, I don't know. Warning, this is a deep one. Yeah. It's just stupid, because it's like, I don't know. After this year of university, I really am not sure on my plans. Like, it's funny because like, everyone's like, oh man, I'm glad to see you're going back to school and like you're gonna get your degree. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really know, man. Like, I'm going back to school for this year for sure, because I live in the university town that I was already going to school here, and all that. But I honestly, man, I just feel kind of lost right now, because it's like I'm going to school for this year, and I need 40 credits to graduate. I have 18. If I finish this year, I'll have 26. Still need 14 more, which is like 2.5 more semester, 2.5 more, 16 credits would be like 2 more years, I guess, technically, at the rate I'm going. Don't rush things. Yeah, exactly. Bros before girls in LA. And that's the thing, man, is like, just be calm and meditate. I don't know, man. I think I've just been thinking more about the long term of my life lately, and like YouTube and school and where I want to live. And it's just all this stuff kind of came up like right as soon as I broke up with my girlfriend, because it was just like, oh, like, I'm committed to someone and I want to be around them. And then I broke up, and now I'm like, now it's like I have full freedom that I want, and I'm just like, what am I gonna do, man? Because I'm really thinking about it. Like, I'm at school this year, and a big part of the reason I wanted to be at school is, number one, I already signed a lease in this town with my best friend. I'm living with him, and I was like, if I'm gonna live here, I may as well be going to university. Pat, why are you faking this? I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I just don't know. I don't know what to do, man, because I'm like, I'm too young. But you don't need a long distance relationship. Oh no, it's not about a girl. I mean, like, it's like a small area that's like really troubling, but I know it's not that big a deal, so it's like whatever. Like a girl, but distance, so it's like whatever. It is what it is. It's one of those things, though. It's just one of those things where I'm just like not really sure with life right now, man, because basically after this year, like I basically have a decision, and I think I am getting pushed more and more I felt the pull. I didn't feel the pull at all last year when I went to the Z House. This year, though, I felt the pull for the first time ever. And basically, it was just like, I want to be in LA. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was, but in LA, man, I was just like, I feel like I was the happiest I've ever been in my life for those 2 months at the Z House this year, which is so funny, right? Because like everyone was like, oh, the Z House this year wasn't good. It wasn't like fun. It wasn't as good content. But to me, the Z House this year was like pretty much the best moment, like the best time of my life, straight up. It was just like everything was awesome, and it's just like I want that all the time, I really loved everything about that. I was having an existential crisis, and I'm only 21. So I don't know. I just feel like at the end of this year, I have a big decision to make. LA ruined my life. I know, Liam, right? Okay, I'm glad that's not just me, man. Like LA is like the best time ever, and it's just like how do you come back from that? Like literally so many zombies YouTubers all together, always hanging out, having such a fun time. Like Alex, Matt, Jack, and Chucky literally became some of my best friends this summer, man. I just really came close this year, and I'm just like I love that. And then on top of that, it was like met a chick, and I'm not saying that's like a huge part of it, but meeting a fine ass chick is one of those things that it doesn't help. It doesn't make me not. It makes me want to be in LA more. Is what I'm gonna say. I was gonna say. It definitely doesn't not make me want to be in LA. My LA side chick. No, not really. But escape from LA. And that's the thing, man. Is like, I just feel like. I guess honestly, it's really weird because last year when I was not going to school, I was like, okay, I have one more year in Wolfville, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have no idea. By the way, to the super chat people, I should probably acknowledge you guys, shouldn't I? Because we just got basically back to back exact same messages, so I feel like that's important and stuff. Smash Bro, what a legend. Okay. Been a little bit, man, but good to see you, dude. So just follow your heart, Pat. If LA would make you happier, I think you should totally go, man. And Jacob says, follow your heart, my dude. Much love. We will support you no matter what. I really do appreciate that, guys. But yeah, for me, it's like now that I'm back at school, everyone's like, yeah, like it's cool you're getting your degree stuff and pursuing that. And it's like, like I think, I think the smart idea is get your degree and then, pursue YouTube. And I don't know, man. Like I worry that YouTube's not going to be around in a few years. You know what I mean? And when that happens, then maybe I can go to school. But I just don't see a reason to go to university, get your degree, keep doing YouTube full time. Exactly. Like, that's such a good piece of advice. But I don't know, man. I don't know about the whole degree thing. Like, I think it's good, but at the same time, I don't think like where I'm going, I'm gonna need one. And I'm not worried about that. I'm really not. Like, it's such a safe thing to do, like get your degree and all that stuff. But I don't know. For me, I'm just not really. I just don't know if it's that important. And if it is, like, I feel like YouTube is more important. YouTube won't last exactly, but like. It's good money, and like I don't really like to talk about money a lot, but it's good money, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like YouTube's such an opportunity, and when YouTube dies, go back to school. You know what I mean? Become a monk in the Alps. I think honestly that's the easiest way to just go life. I'm just gonna become a monk. Would be awkward to go back to school when you're 30. My mom, when she was 31, she got her master's degree in psychology. So, whatever. But I'm glad I'm going to school this year. I really am, because I live here, and I just feel like zombies is really not like at least I know, like, I basically am going into September and October. Like, I know zombies is going to be dead right now. So I'm not going to be I don't want to say I'm not going to be putting as much time. Like, I'm still trying to do daily uploads, but instead of maybe streaming for 2.5 hours, it's going to be 1.5 hours. So your major tough. If I keep partying to a minimum, I can usually keep up with YouTube and school. If I keep the partying to a minimum, he says 3 to 4 times a week. Usually keep up with YouTube and school. I guess my degree's not that bad, but it's really not that bad, Quinn, honestly. Someone get this man a burger. Jacob, you're funny. Is your major tough? I would say my major's not that difficult, but I definitely have to put work in, you know. And the thing is I'm not just running my main channel, but I'm also on top 10 trends, which is, I don't want to say a lot, but it's probably like, you know, maybe 5 to 10 hours a week, depending on how how difficult the video is. I mean, that's the thing, man. Like, since I got back, I've been partying so much, and I just don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing, because last year I'd like hardly touched alcohol. So like, you know, I don't even want to think about YouTube ending. YouTube is literally my life. I feel you, man. I totally feel you. I don't know though. Like, I just, right now where I'm at, right, is not having a degree doesn't worry me. That's all I know. I know for me, it doesn't worry me. I know for a lot of people, you know, you're trying to get a job and all that stuff. But for me, it's one of those things I need to bet on myself, I guess. But it's just scary, dude. Life is scary, man. It's like becoming an adult. Like, it's awesome. Like, I'm so grateful that YouTube took off when I was like 18. Well, because at that point, it wasn't like, oh, I really need to make life work. It just kind of like, YouTube just kind of happened, you know? I just like, dude, I'm so stupidly lucky with YouTube. Literally just bumped into it. Just happened, you know, it just happened. Got lucky. I mean, I worked hard, obviously, but still, I got so... Hello, what's up, Avery? Man, the whole squad is here for this soul pour, dude. Avery, do you want to move to LA with me too? We can live together. A day of Blitz and Shits, dude. I could go to Blitz and Shits, man. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. I just think, like, next year, if I stay at school here, it's just not going to be the same. Because, like, my best friend's going to be gone. One of my other really close friends are going to be gone. And I'm going to have friends here. But, wow. Everyone likes Avery. Guys, come on. What about Quinn? We need some love for Quinn. I mean, buy yourself a salad with this, Pat. A Smash Bro. Thank you, man. I will buy some salad. I appreciate it. I mean, you guys are going in on the super chats today, which is funny. More super chats this than I did on my other stream. So I don't know. Where are we at? Like, it's just at this weird point in life, man. I think at the end of this year, I'm gonna be at a crossroads, and it's do I make the move to LA, maybe even for just like 4 or 6 months? Of course, under one condition, I have to sleep 4 feet away from you at all times. Okay. Because this is my thing, right? This year is not going to be a crazy year. We got World War II zombies. It'll be fine, don't get me wrong. But it'll be whatever. And then next year is going to be the Treyarch year. And I think it's going to be a big year again. I'm really scared for the next year of zombies. Clean your house, Quinn. Man, David's here now. I'm nervous, man. I'm really nervous for Black Ops 4. Like, I hope it's going to be good, but I really, I can't say if I know it's going to be good, and that's what scares me. Because what if Zombies dies, and then it's just like, oh, you do you, boo, Hamilton. That's why I'm so glad I have top 10 trends, man, because I have a second like thing here. And literally, like, when I started with Matt, I was like, oh, whatever. And there's been so many times where I've been like scared about it and not really sure about it, but I'm so glad I have this second thing. So anyways, how I felt, okay, I was in LA for 2 months, really was just very happy. Just like, I feel like the easiest way I can put it is I was the best version of me I've ever been. So yeah, you know, it's like that sounds pretty nice. You know, I like that feeling. I liked the way I felt. So what do you do? This is the thing. I didn't even realize this until now. But this is why we do this podcast. We got to have this conversation. We got to talk about stuff, man. I just think it would be such a good year to make the move, right? Because it's gonna be zombies, right? It's gonna be like it's gonna be Black Ops 4. That's gonna be a big thing. Jack made Pat break up with his girlfriend. No, it wasn't that. I wouldn't say I'm at a crossroads, but I've got some hard choices to make. I'm just nervous about my high school. I want to be this popular, but I'm just a complete introvert. Dude, high school's hard. It gets easier as time goes by. Yeah. Oh wow, TZ Aether. That's funny. I guess I have talked about top trends. Yeah, Mitch is, and then I guess an employee, as you would say. We got a real team on top 10 trends, man. And honestly, like, I'm so glad that that is a thing, because, like I said, I've had so many doubts about it over the last year, and really, like, it's a channel we started a year ago. We're almost at 500,000 subscribers, and I think I think we're just getting started, honestly. Yeah. So I don't know. That's a really interesting thing because there's me and Matt, right? And we do very different things. Like I make probably 1 to 2 videos a week. Mitch does most of the voiceovers, so he's like, I would say probably 70 to 80% of the channel, like the voice. And then we have 3 editors. Okay, so so me and Mitch make lists and we do voiceovers. We then send it to our editors where I should say we have 4 editors, and then Matt is kind of like I want to say like the manager. I don't know if I want to say the word manager, but like he uploads videos, does a lot of the thumbnails. He, like manages, like he's recruited everyone on the team. He does like, the payments and all that stuff. He does all the non-YouTubey stuff. And I kind of am like, I guess the creative input. And the thing is, man, is like I said, is like, I think we've got a really good system with it because I think this is the way I feel about Top Trends is I know I couldn't do it without Matt, and I hope that Matt feels the same way about me. Like I know that if Matt is the director, is the quality control, he handles he's all the background stuff. He's the kind of like daily grinder on it. I shouldn't say that because Mitch is honestly like amazing. He's been awesome with the channel. He's been with us for a year now. Like Mitch is a really, really good guy, and I'm so glad we have him because he's like he's a voiceover guy, but he's actually got some personality. I really, really like Mitch's style. So yeah, the way I feel with Top 10 Trends is no matter like, people are like, oh, Matt doesn't upload, he doesn't do any videos on it. But I'm like, honestly, like I couldn't, that channel would not have ever gotten off the ground if Matt wasn't on it. And I don't know, I would like to feel like Matt, I would hope Matt feels the same way about me. Yeah, we've got a good balance where we both depend on it. Like I said, I can't speak for Matt. I hope he feels that way. I just don't think the channel would have ever gotten off if we hadn't both done it. So that's what I really like. So yeah, I don't know. Top 10 Trends, I'm very, very, like, I've had a lot of doubts about that channel, and I'm very glad that it's a thing that we have going on. Who's Mitch? It's you, Matt, and Doug. Dude, Top 10 Trends is cool. It's a typical list top 10 channel, but I like to think we're kind of unique because like I don't know, I love Mitch, man. Like he adds such a unique style to the channel that no other top 10 channel has. Like every other channel, it's a very generic voiceover, and I think the thing that makes Top 10 Trends stand out is Mitch doesn't give a fuck. Like you'll hear his thing and he'll be like, all right guys, today we're going over top 10 sandwiches I hate my life. Like he'll just like drop in like some, I don't know. It's funny to me. I really, really like Mitch. He's a G. And yeah, I do. I make Pokemon. I make Pokemon. Do you have doubt about your main channel? That's a good question. I feel like the thing I know with this channel is as long as I keep making videos for you guys, I feel like there's always going to be people there for me, and I really appreciate that. Like, thing with zombies is things go up, things go down, and I understand that. I've always understood that. I know zombies is going to go down, and I knew when September came, I saw the way August was going. I was like, man, zombies is going to die hard just because there's no content. It is what it is. I'm hoping things pick up in November, but I used to get really like upset when like things would slow down on my channel, and I understand that that's just the basic flow of YouTube. Like Oh my god, man! May and June were amazing months. The thing was is not they weren't. It wasn't just that they were amazing months. Is that I wasn't prepared to have an amazing month. I thought I was basically like, okay, zombies is gonna be really dead until Black Ops 3, right? And then we got Chronicles, we got World Records, we got backwards compatibility for Black Ops 2. A lot of stuff happened that really just revived zombies for like I would say from May to July. August, people started going back to school. Things started slowing down, and September and October, notoriously, like if you look at every month on my channel, every time on my channel, like pretty much every single one, October and September will be like the huge crash. You know, like 2 years ago, I did 20 million views in July, 16 in August, 10 in September, 8 in October. Right? And then continue on. Everything goes well. Z House, July, 20 million. August, 17 million. And then huge crash, 10 million, 9 million, you know? And then that crash went on forever. But then we picked it back up at the Z House again at 17 million, back-to-back months. Dude, yeah. Whatchamacallit was a good... June and July, really good months. Even May, man, it was great. It was just great to see that, like that bust, you know, that have your channel pick up again. It really feels good, because like had there been nothing in my channel, like the lowest it's been in over 2.5 years was February, 6.5 million, which is still really good. But you know, like I could totally live off that, you know, indefinitely, 6 million views a month, but. It's like I was just scared where that was trending, right? Because it goes 6 and then it goes 4 and then it goes 3 and 2 and then you quit your channel and you're sad for the rest of your life. Sorry, that's a little extreme, but that's how I felt. And then you know we just had that nice little pickup, and it just felt really good to have that. It felt really really good, and I needed that. So yeah, you know, again, I think things are probably gonna end off a little bit again. I'm excited though for World War II. I think it's going to be a nice little pickup for the zombies. It's not going to be huge, but I think it's going to be a good boost. And again, like I said, I'm really, really glad I decided to pursue another thing, even if it is on YouTube. You know, they say like don't put all your eggs in one basket. I get that, but I'm really glad. Pat's birthday, October 30th. Yes, it is. I'm really glad that. I'm just really glad that I have two kind of projects with YouTube, because I would be very I think I'd be very insecure if all I had was the Smith Plays. How's rainbow sherbet? I actually just had it yesterday. It's pretty good. It doesn't really taste like rainbow sherbet. Like it doesn't taste like rainbow sherbet, but I like the taste. It's like kind of fruit. It's just fruity. New top 5s for DLC 5 and eventually World War II. See, that's the thing, man. World War II, I definitely like want to go hard on. So yeah, I don't know. Probably maybe more popular than Exos and IW. I would this would be like what I would like hope to see. World War II Zombies is more popular than Extinction. Oh my god, I hope so. More popular than Infinite Warfare, and more popular than even Exos. I think it's gonna be roughly the same as Exos. Exos was actually popular, man. Like no matter what people say about it, it was always a little nice sub boost every time around. And I remember it did well. So I think World War II Zombies is going to be better than Exos, but still not comparable to any Treyarch zombies. There's going to be a Rick and Morty theorist when zombies dies. That'd be a cool channel, but it wouldn't be sustainable. So yeah, I don't know, man. I think that's kind of where I'm at with life and stuff. Making content you want to make. Yeah. So I guess at the end of the day is like, I feel like I'm gonna be 22 in October. Wow, I'm gonna be 22. That's kind of like the point where, you know, like, I don't know, man. I just feel like at 22, it's kind of that point where you gotta make a move, you know. Maybe not for everybody, but for me, I feel like if I had gone to school all 4 years and just been a student, like I would be graduating this year, and I'm only half. I'll be 26 out of 40 credits, so I'm way behind basically. Um, so yeah, where am I gonna go? Where are we gonna go? I really don't know, man. I really don't know where it's gonna go, but I would love, man. I would absolutely love to. Just do something cool. Just have things go well. Um, that's the thing, man. Is like I will say, it's insane. I'm already 22. I know, man. Like it's just life. I honestly, one of my biggest things I hate is when people say like, "Oh, wow, time's going fast," because like that's the most terrifying thing ever. Is just the fact of like losing time. Like it's not even the thing of like death. Wow, this is getting way deep. But like not even like I understand like death is a thing and it's gonna happen, but it's more like living my best life. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, like I think this is just something for people maybe out there at home, like that don't feel like secure with where they're at. Like I am so fortunate to be where I am. Like I am like the 1% of the 1% when it comes to people that have pursued YouTube. Like I got very fortunate, very lucky. So I think I'm in a very good position for how old I am. Like compared to most people, like I'm really lucky. And regardless, I'm just still like I have no idea what's going on with my life and where I'm at and stuff. And we just got deeper. Yes, exactly, Anthony. Just feel lost, you know. And it's okay, like whatever. It's okay to be lost. That's the thing of life, man. That's the thing is I think this make me depressed. No, it's good, man. Being 22 is like 45 to 50 in YouTube. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like life is just always gonna go faster, and it's something you have to accept. It's just about making the most of life. Just graduated college this year and have no idea what I want to do with my life. Exactly, man. That's the thing. Is like the thing about life that makes it worth is the unknown, and it's the thing that makes it scary. But like, if you played a video game, okay, and it was easy, okay. Let's say you play a video game, right, and you go through, and it's fine, and things go the way they go. And every time you wanted something, you get it. And every time, like let's just say the game of life, okay? Let's say like life was super easy, and like, oh, I want to start a YouTube channel, and then 3 days later you have 1 million subscribers, and then oh, that's a really hot girl, I want that girl, and then you get her, and then you get a new 10 out of 10 girl every single night, and you have a wife, and I don't know, like I'm just saying, like imagine like life is just the easiest thing ever. It's not really like a good life then, because it's easy, man. Like best quote, one of my favorite quotes from J. Cole, I should say, but what maybe the best quote from J. Cole of all time: there's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. So there is something awesome about not knowing where you're at in life. There's something awesome about being very unsure. There's something awesome about pursuing something to become excellent at anything. That's life, man. And like I said, there's beauty in that, man. There's beauty in the struggle of life, even though it's a lot of like not like maybe not happy, or maybe not just like the best times of but there's an awesomeness in that of figuring things out, right? Yeah, life wouldn't be fun if it was just easy, right? Because what's like the best day of your life when you have the best day of your life every day? Because then it's just a normal day. Whoa, right? So yeah, I just think like beauty in the struggle, but there's ugliness in the success, man. There really is. It's one of those things that like when you get successful, it's I think the thing is, like, I guess I would consider myself successful on YouTube. Like, even so, there's no like, oh yeah, this is good. Because I think people look at like life and they think there's gonna be this point in my future where everything's gonna be okay and I'm gonna be happy and like, I think that is the biggest lie that society not even tells you, but wants to think. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, the world tells you like, yeah, there's gonna be a day where you look over the rainbow and all is well. Maybe, but like there's gonna be moments of that. But I don't like that's not life, man. That's not life. You're never going to be like, yes, everything is the way it is, and I'm just gonna like, there's a good Joe Rogan quote about that. It's like we get to this point in life where we just think like, everything's gonna finally fit into place, and we're just gonna get to watch the sunset over the pond, and and that's it. This like utopia, and I would agree. Like, I don't think that'll ever happen, man. I just think life is a struggle, and it's meant to be a struggle. So no matter where you are at in life, there's always gonna be a grind. There's always gonna be that like just something. Because I think honestly, like every time I've noticed in my life where everything goes really well, as soon as I feel like everything is together and I've gotten to this point, there's always something thrown out in my life where like everything just gets hard again. Like I remember at the end of last year's Z House, that was like I would say one of my best moments of my life. Like I was just so happy with everything. Had a girlfriend. Like Z House, we just killed it. It was the end of Breakups 3. I came back to Canada. Like it was great to see all my friends, all my family again. My brother got married. Like that was just such a peak of my whole life, a big peak in my life. Not the peak, but like I hate that idea of like, oh, the peak of your life. But you know what I mean? It's just like a peak, a really high moment in your life. And I don't know, dude. It's just like as soon as that happened, I got that concussion, and like it got bad. And then the last year has just been shit. And it's so funny, right? Because I remember being like, all I want is like for my head to be better and my concussion to be better and all that stuff. And now that I feel like I would say like I'm definitely not 10 out of 10 recovered, but I would say like I'm 8 out of 10 recovered versus the last whole year. I feel like I've been like a 4 out of 10, maybe a 3 out of 10 at points, maybe a 5 out of 10. But yeah, like I wasn't recovered, and now I feel 8 out of 10. But like, the Z House was such another like great moment, and now I feel like just I don't know. Actually, that's the thing, man. I say like I'm like, oh, all this stuff is wrong, but like I'm like, what's wrong in my life? Sometimes you just gotta be grateful, dude. Sometimes you just gotta be grateful. I don't know, man. I think, yeah. I think I shouldn't say that. I think I'm being overdramatic. I think I'm at a pretty good point where I'm at right now. That's good, dude. That hits right there, man. Feels good. Just tell yourself that. Just tell yourself that you're at a good point in your life. Maybe you're not, but that's the thing. As I guess. Whoa. Okay, we're getting deep. Holy shit! This might be the deep. This might be like the deepest I've ever gone on a podcast. Speaking on behalf of your subs, all your subs, thanks, Fat. Thank you, Hamilton, man. I always appreciate. Always good to see you pop in, dude. I always like to see. Always like to see you. Yeah, I just think. Okay, when I first broke up with this girl I dated for 4.5 years, it was like my life got flipped upside down, and I was like, I don't know where I'm at, and all this stuff. So that was, I don't know, that was just like, that was a very life-changing point, and I just made the decision to like really work hard and go for YouTube and go to the gym every day and all that stuff, man. And then I kind of hit where I wanted to hit. I was like successful on YouTube, and I hit 1 million subscribers, and I got another girlfriend and all this stuff. And I think for me, man, it's like breakups to me are the most motivating thing ever, because I feel like deeper than into this game. I just feel like now it's just another chance to prove myself, like I don't know what it is going to be this time, but I just feel like I'm just on it, man. I'm just on it, I don't know what I'm on, but that's the thing, man, is I can't, I'm definitely like, as compared to the first breakup I had, like I feel like I'm in a much better place. Like the first time I broke up with my girlfriend, it was not good. That was a real heartbreak. And it's just easier, the more times you do it, I think. So I don't know, man. I guess I shouldn't really be sad. Shouldn't be sad at all. I don't know why I'm sad. I guess a lot of it's a girl, man. Brought this up before, but I'll go a little bit deeper on this. So met this girl, and total babe. First off, I should say. Also, just really, you just meet someone and they just like, you just instantly have a connection. Yeah, I've never really met anyone like that either. But I don't know, this chick, man, there was just I don't even know what it is, but I just like instantly, just instantly like attracted to them, and just not even just like their personality, but just like everything about them. I was like, wow, like you're into business and shit, and like I don't know, just all this stuff. I was like, wow, like I really like this person. And like I said, we had some opportunities to hang out in LA, and it was like really good. And now I'm back here, and I'm like, damn, that sucks because I don't know, man. I just like the thing is, dude, is like I'm not ready to date someone. I know I'm not ready to date someone. But that being said, it sucks liking someone and not being able to have them. Like that is brutal. And it's just like I feel like it's a very, I don't know, man. It's like, I think I did a podcast like this a long time ago in my first year of university. I called it like soul pouring. I almost want to listen to that episode because I remember being super, super caught up in this girl that I still know to this day. You guys don't know her. Don't start taking guesses because I know I'm just gonna be like, Emma, it's Emma. No, but there's this girl in first year that I just got so caught up in, and a lot of it was I was single, and I had been single for the first time ever, and I just like I needed someone, and I think she was just like the first, you know what I mean? Just went for like the first person that kind of like I was into, and I just got way too emotionally invested in something that I knew wasn't going to happen, and I knew couldn't happen because I was just out of a relationship. So that was like one of these things where I like this person, but I don't think they definitely were right for me. And I don't know, man. Like I said, I just wanted someone because I was so lonely and single so lonely in first year, man. But now it's not that at all. Like I'm just like, yeah, being single is good with Gab. Yeah, no, that's the other person people are gonna say. Love is just chemicals in your brain. Yeah, dude, totally. But I don't know, man. I just it just caught me up is all I can say. Like it's not like it just sucks. It just sucks. It just sucks being into someone, man. It's awesome, but it also sucks. And I think for me, like if I can't have someone, I want them more. I think that's natural. I think that's natural to want what you can't have. So like there's this big distance, and it's like, well, shit. See you in maybe a couple months, but maybe not till I'm at the Z House. Depending next time I go to LA, right? And that's just really. Really throw me through a loop. I think what it is it's not just being into someone, but it's just like connecting with someone so quickly. I feel like I've never really like felt that way before, man. Dude, it's weird. This is so weird because like I hardly even know this girl. But that's what I mean. It was such a quick connection. I'm like, dang, like that's crazy. So it's just kind of it's called a crush because it crushes you. Yeah, it's just a stupid situation to be in. Also, hi Crash. Rise above, focus on science. Yes, shoulder shot. I like that. Rise above, focus on science. I need to write that down, man. I need to write that down because, like I said, it's just I'm being stupid and I'm like, I don't know. I shouldn't be caught up in someone right now, but I kind of am, and it's like, because it's like I feel like things would probably work out in some way well if I was in LA, and I'm like, dang, that's what sucks about it. It's like it's not like I don't know, man. Rise above, focus on science. I need some confidence is what I need. Rise above, focus on. I need some focus, man. I need some science. I need some. I wouldn't mind focusing on science. It's good to see him speak from the heart. It takes balls, respect. Thank you, Crash. Is that girl gonna watch this? No, absolutely not. And if she does, whatever. I mean, that's the thing about being honest, man. Like we've had this conversation. Like I literally had this conversation I think 2 nights ago. We talked and we were just like, yeah, like, this kind of sucks, but fortunately, like you live here and I live here, and probably like just gonna, that's gonna fade because like it's just time, man. You don't see someone for a while, it's easy to lose interest, which is just sad, dude. But I don't know. I just think nothing matters, so try everything, live life. Don't take life too seriously. Exactly, man. Exactly, dude. Just like, this has just been me letting everything out, man. This is why I do the podcast. I think like for me, when I'm in a relationship, I'm definitely less sad because I have someone to talk to about these things. For me, like this podcast, guys, is basically like a relationship. Okay. That's funny, man. It's funny. Don't take life too seriously. If Pat's ex is watching, you're going to hell. I don't know, man. Like I talked about my relationship last episode, and it wasn't gonna work in the long term, and I just didn't want to waste your time. And I'm really glad that I went with that. I feel really bad about it still. Almost feel worse now than I did. But yeah, I don't know, man. If it's gonna happen, it has to happen, and you just have to let it happen. You can't like if it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and it'll happen. Yeah, that's the thing you gotta understand with a relationship. Like, shit's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I like that, man. Rise above. Rise above. I'm in a relationship with Pat. Yes, we are a relationship. The podcast, which I guess is an extension of you guys, kind of. I don't know. Rise above. Focus on science. Can I scratch out science? Rise above. Focus on science. Rise above. Yes, Rick. Rise above. Dude, this has been such a. I hope this hasn't been a depressing ass episode, man. It's just like me, like, just let it all out, dude. Just let it all out. Rise above. Focus on YouTube. But I'm also a student now, and that makes life hard. You have a billion people on your side. That's the thing, dude. If there's anything YouTube has taught me, you got to be happy with yourself on top of everything, because no matter how many people on the internet like you, it's like, I love you guys, but it's like, and like I said, I tweeted this yesterday. I said, like, I don't know where the hell I would be in my life if I didn't have YouTube, but you gotta be secure with yourself, man. Can I ask your age, Crash? I am 21, and that's the thing. I don't know, guys. I'm long. This is such a ridiculous episode. Like, I can't believe how much we've talked about today, guys. Like, wow, we've really, really gone deep. 22 at the end of October. So, yeah. So in 50 days, I'll be 22. That's the tipping point, man. That's the tipping point for me. I just, like, this is a really good point I was talking about. Happens to be with this girl I was talking about, which is not like not a good point. But it's not. The point is, oh my God, dude, Hamilton dropping bombs today. Holy shit. Girlfriend told me that for a few years we would never be together, but I knew I loved her. I didn't give up on her, and now here I am, been sitting next to her in bed in the hospital for, oh shit, dude. What's up with, dude, that's not good. I hope she's all right, but can I just say, like, I feel like when you're younger, it's so easy when you're younger, and maybe I'm still young. I am still young. It's just be like, oh, I'm gonna marry this girl, and I'm so badly in love, and she's the one. That's like I honestly, dude, that's like such a good way to be. I've really never been that way with a girl, man. Like, I mean, I've been that way, but not like so madly in love, like, that I'm just ready to abandon everything in my life. Maybe that just makes me smart, honestly. Probably just makes me smart, but I don't know. That's just like, I don't know. That's an interesting way to be. We would never be together, but I knew I loved her. Damn, dude. That's some deep stuff. I didn't mean to belittle your situation, Pat, but I know it hurts, and I'm not sure about everything going on because I'm like, but you're young. Yeah, no, I think, Crash, like, that's what I mean is, like, I am young, and just like an observation. It's not like it's just like, yeah, like, I'm young, and it is what it is, you know what I mean? And just being young and not sure about life. Like, I think that's just part of being young, man. It just is what it is. But I think what I do sometimes is I let the grand scheme of life weigh me down in this moment. Like, it's like, oh God, where am I going to be when I'm 30, you know? Don't marry early, LO. I totally agree with that, dude. I don't even think I ever want to get married. Like, it's weird, right? Because I'm like, dang, I really, like, to, you know, You know your fan will always be here for you. Hey, my man. But yeah, no, like marriage is something that I'm not particularly. I don't know. Maybe it's just because like I don't know, man. Like you marry someone and the state says you guys are now together, and then you break up and she takes 50% of your money, and you may have to pay her money on top of that. And I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe if the marriage is going to work, but 50% of marriages don't work. So yeah, I am not really one to. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like marriage is this thing, and I think with marriage is like, that is my wingman. I mod for a 1,000,000+ channel. There you go. That's all you gotta say, dude. Yeah, dude. Like freaking marriage. I mean, it's like everyone's dream, right? Is to get married, but it's not how much you love. It's not how much love you have in time, but how much time you are in love. Interesting. You could do a marriage that's not law. Can you do a marriage like okay? I think weddings are sick. I think the idea of marriage is nice, but the actual like it's the law, a prenup. Yeah, you can get a prenup, but dude, even if you get a prenup, you're still probably like fucked. 50% of your earnings, get a prenup. Yeah, but there's still 50% of the wealth accumulated during the marriage, not before. Yeah, exactly. So like, what if I become the next? What if I get married and the next day I become the next PewDiePie? I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I don't like the okay. You get 50% of the wealth accumulated during the marriage, not before. I think that's true to an extent, but I'm not sure if that's a true thing in Canada. This is a little bit of a side note. Betting half your earnings that you'll love someone forever. I don't know, man. I don't really like the idea of that. If you find the correct girl, she won't be there for your money. Oh, totally. But she still gets half of it if we break up. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I don't like that, man. I don't think that flies with me. I think the thing is, man, honestly, I would like to think I'll be fairly successful as far as financials go throughout the rest of my life. I like to think so. I think I'm smart with my money, and I think being smart with your money goes a long way. So I mean that's the best case scenario, right? Is like you meet a girl that like financially you're on the same level. I think honestly that is a really smart way to meet someone is and this is actually like a psychological thing is that I know for a fact here, divorce sucks, been there, done that, was married for 8.5 years. Yeah, Crash. Like I just I don't know. I do not know about that whole situation. But yeah, I just think I don't know where I was going with this. Where was I going with this? Yeah, like I guess I was thinking is like my mom, like she married young and like it didn't work out, and she's like, yeah, like you shouldn't marry someone until you're at least like 25 to 30. I like totally agree with that. Marriage is just I don't know, man. It doesn't sit well with me. Oh, what I was gonna say though is what was I gonna say? I feel like I should do a podcast with my mom. I think that would be really cool. I think I lost it again. Marriage. Oh, right, financially. That's something I realized is if you want to be, I think, in a psychology course, briefly I remember talking about it or something, or someone telling me about it that took psych, is like one of the biggest things that makes relationships not work is inequality in finance. Actually, like sometimes it works, but it can be a big thing. Like if if one person in a relationship makes a lot of money and the other person doesn't, and then the one person is always spending all their money on that person, it's very easy for that person to grow resentful. apparently, and it's just not to feel equal, I guess. A mom cast, please. Yeah, that would be a bad idea. Anyways, I think what we can gather from this relationship, focus on your work, your passion. Don't let that weigh you down. She will realize that she missed out. No, I'm not. Like I said, for me, it's not even sad about being out of a relationship because I knew it wasn't gonna work. It's just the whole single life is never really been well for me. I don't even want to say it's not well because now that I had this talk, I'm like, yeah, I'm good, man. Like I'm good. Focus on science, guys. Focus on science. Okay. This has been a really good talk. This has been a really good reevaluation because I think one of the things, man, is it's so important to vocalize the issues that you have in your mind because if you just like some people are like, I'll just tough it out and just whatever. But for me, I'm like, yo, just let it out and like, and you just put it into words and you're like, oh wow, like I don't even know what I was upset about, but I'm just like, oh yeah, like I'm single, whatever. Like it's just a thing to be. Yeah, so cool. This was good. I feel good now. This was like a whole sort of turnaround. Like we talked about stuff, and some of it was not good, but I just love being single. Yeah, man, whatever. This was a good talk. This was a good talk. Focus on science. Yeah, exactly. Rise above. Focus on science. Okay, so points we made today. I think marriage is a bit of a scam, but not totally a scam. I think it's a bit of maybe. I honestly don't know, but I think it might be, at least for some situations. Honesty is important. Be honest. I was just honest with you guys. I just poured the soul out. Everything going on in my life, and just be grateful what you have. I mean, it's so cliche, but yeah, like I just let it out, man. Just let it out. If you got some issues, just talk to a podcast. Talk to a room of 280 people. Sure, like just let it out, man. Easy, dude. Just let it out. I feel like, I feel like a weight has been lifted, guys. That I just needed to let out some issues, So yeah, whatever. Like a girl, she lives in LA. Whatever. Not an issue, man. Not an issue. Got YouTube, got some friends, got some fams, got a bright future. How about that? A bright future. This is going to be an interesting year, though. It's going to be an interesting year. Anyways, guys, I'd like to thank you all for coming out to the SmithSquad podcast, episode 134. I need to go do some things. I have some commitments today. Actually going to go hang out with someone I haven't seen in a while, so that's going to be good. And then I think I am going to be turning into a pile of dirt tonight. So that's going to be fun. A night on the town with the boys. Thank you very much for coming out to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Good, powerful bro talk. Always good to get that in. I'm glad someone says I'm glad we can help. I hope if there's at least one person out there that's like, yo, I really need a bro talk. I hope I gave you that because I gave your Instagram stairway guitar video inspired me to learn guitar. That's awesome, man. I will just say you should probably follow me on Instagram. That is where we're gonna end this. Okay, the Real Smith Plays. It's kind of funny because the Real Smith Plays because it's me, man. I'll just show you the greatest picture of my life. Here's my Instagram right there. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can kind of see it. It's a little blurry. But that's your boy being a pile of dirt. Single life, up on the bar. I thought it was a pretty dope picture. I don't know. Anyways, guys. That was real talk. That was fun. I enjoyed that a lot. Peace out, you freaking nerds. I will probably see you guys next week. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more podcasts. I don't know when I'm going to do podcasts. It's probably going to be a Thursday or a Friday or a Saturday or a Sunday. Like, they're just going to come when they come, and there's really no schedule to them. I hope this was motivating in some way. Just, you're good, man. We're good. We're golden. It's going to work out. Rise above. Focus on science. And boom. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That was 134. Some real freaking deep talks. Peace out, you freaking nerds.